Good morning, Mojo staff, students, and families. Yaatayabin, please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off and bodies are still. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Okay, friends, good morning. Today is Thursday, October 22, and we do have one birthday today. Kimberly's having a birthday. I hope you have a great birthday. We miss you here at school, so I hope we can have students back and celebrate their birthdays with us. In the meantime, we'll carry on. So we're going to listen to some music that Mrs. Neff has provided for us for this week. Tell me what we're listening to. What was that we were listening to for this week? Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2 by Franz Liszt. That's right. I hope you got a chance to watch that young man playing the piano, playing that Rhapsody. Let's try this one. Who are we listening to? Or what are we listening to? Do you remember? It's a few weeks back. Female composer Clara Schumann. That's right. And it's her piano concerto in A minor, Opus 7. Let's see. Hopefully we can listen to this one without a commercial. What do you think? Antonio Vivaldi's Four Seasons, Autumn. That's right. That's what we have right now. We're in autumn. Let's do our poem next. The Wise Old Owl by Edward Hersey Richards. And this is a 5th grade poem. So if you were in 5th grade last year, you have this memorized, I'm sure. It's a short one. We could perhaps all memorize it this week. A wise old owl. A wise old owl sat on an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we like that wise old bird? Have you been thinking about that this week? If you're thinking about how to listen more and to observe more, watch what's going around you and try to understand and listen to what people say, and it will make you wiser. Okay, for art this week. So interesting this week. We have the artist named Diego Velázquez, that's right. And we even get to see what he looks like because we know this is his self-portrait, right? It's his self-portrait, Diego Velázquez. And he was such a good painter, he became part of the royal family and was very famous. And he painted the King of Spain, whose name was Philip IV. And this is the King of Spain in brown and silver, painted in 1632, a long time ago. And remember, his likenesses are so good that people said, this is you would know exactly who it is. You wouldn't have to guess. And so we get to see what people looked like back in that day. And so we also have the portrait of Pope Innocent X from 1650. And this is what he looked like back in 1650. So interesting to see the way they dress and the way they look, and you can see pretty clear. If you look at this picture, you could tell exactly what he looked like. It almost looks like he could start talking. And then Diego Velázquez had a servant, and his servant's name was Juan de Pareja. And in 1650, he painted his portrait. And he had him stand next to his portrait and had people try to pick out which is the painting and which is the real person, because the painting was so much his likeness. And this man became a painter himself. Velázquez taught him how to paint, and one day he became a painter himself. And it's unusual because he's an African or black man, and it was unusual in the time to have people of various races who were of color who were painted. It was typically people in high power, and so this is you can tell that Velázquez cared and loved the person who was working for him, and later, when he was no longer working for Velázquez, became a great painter himself. And this is what he looks like. Juan de Pareja. All right. Let's talk about the Bill of Rights, the U.S. Constitution. We have now 4 amendments that we're practicing. So let's do the first 3 together, and then for the 4th amendment, I'll say a part and then you repeat, okay? First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay. Third Amendment. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner prescribed by law. Fourth Amendment. We've just learned this one. So I'll say it, you repeat. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Okay, let's try that one more time together. The right of the people to be secure in their houses, papers, and effects, against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. All right. Now, hopefully you're saying that along with me so that you're learning it. By saying it, we learn it. That's how we learn the Pledge of Allegiance. That's how we learn the preamble to the Constitution. The Declaration of Independence, the Gettysburg Address, we've all learned those. And now, the Bill of Rights. Okay, friends. The only announcements are that we are still working on getting those report cards out on Friday, hopefully, fingers crossed. We're close. It's Bring Your Family to PE week, so enjoy those activities that Mrs. Toledo Ballet has put on Canvas for you. Quarter 2 materials are still here if you haven't had a chance to pick those up yet. But if you're coming to school, make sure you get them at school. I guess that's all we have for today. So let's say our student pledge together. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.